of Mirage. But let's see how much damage they can get done. SNX with a smoke and a molly. And out the gates, the bomb will be heading over towards that A ramp. On his own is Casey, so keep that in mind. 2 top mid, 1 through the underpass. The util on SNX will be likely lobbed out from this under window position. He does have Calyx above him. Zantara's in the connector to deal with. Wakadia on the balcony, walks over towards... Oh, that's the util gone. Strategy over.
Cancel that, and it gets worse. Poor Kisarek deleted. Wakadia wins his. It's Casey with some nice sharp shooting and not able to find Wakadia as he makes that look very dangerous on the dual Berettas. And Flay, just a ton of his tongue and a 1v3 ahead of him. Bomb under enemy control. Wakadia set for a potential 3rd hit with those dualies. He's got time. You know, maybe Wakadia gets a bit over pushy. Maybe he can isolate a couple of these duels. The fact that there is still, you know, separation between the 2 of them and Maja. Calyx looking the other way, and woof! One hell of a first shot. Calyx hits the equivalent of a banger back. And we will see Eternal Fire take the pistol convincingly.
Yeah, biggest issue, though, for Rebels is not getting that bomb down. We will not be able to see the Galil force buy, which likely means we get an eco going into the second from Rebels. Unless they want to limp in with some Tech 9s and try something a little bit more execute heavy. That's another option that they have available. But with some tidy shots there from Casey and Flay. And, well, it looks like they will go for the pistol force. So Tech 9s are plenty. A Mac 10, some smokes, a Deagle. And quickly over towards B.
Very rifle.
Oh.
Yeah, very rifle heavy. They just had 3 spamming that smoke.
And Zantara's onto SNX again. So opening kills in back-to-back rounds are opening deaths for SNX. And the Cavalry's here. 3 players now to lock down this B-pop. Good luck.
Couple of flashes from Olim. Doesn't really get them very far. Maja unfazed, and Wakadia farming them up. Double kill from him into the apps. They are retreating now with their tail between their legs. And Olim, he's got his hands off the mouse and keyboard at this point, knows the round has slipped away already. And in the absence of a plant, still choosing to invest. Getting those Tech 9s, and it really is short-lived for them, those M4s.
Woxic should have his eyes on the door. Yes, he does. So the door wide open, but seemingly closed, as he will finish off the final 2 with the FAMAS.
Is it on your loadout?
The FAMAS, yeah, for sure.
Is, yeah.
Oh, the one that I'm missing on the CZ side is the Scout. I missed my little
You are a Scout main, dude.
Yeah, I have it on the T side, not on the CT side, because I want both M4s. I want the FAMAS. I need to drop the AWP for somebody.
Yeah, and you haven't subscribed to any of this UMP funny business, have you?
I've been seeing Virtus Pro, and I remember Launders and Scrawny were talking about it a lot while they were playing just over there in the Blast.
Yeah, I've seen a couple earlier today. There was a member of, not just VP, who did I see? Rooster, obviously, trendsetters.
Yes. Well, the UMP lives in my nightmares. It was back when that first started really getting used, when Cobble was a map that was played a lot, and just players would use it to hold drop, and I played a lot of Cobble in my professional career. It would always be slaughtering.
Yeah.
Speaking of slaughter, should be the same. Zantara's again, another opening. Oh, that was a little bit messy.
If only it was a UMP.
Yeah, right.
You'd have had him.
Would have been the difference maker.
Bonk. And burn. Ramp is controlled.
Now, Olymp over towards B, where he currently finds himself. This was a move that he had made in the Cloud9 game where he actually got past Hobbit, and it created a very awkward moment, and they won a 4-on-2 situation, which I think essentially helped them net up the game, and he's being awkward again. But those type of more individual or pug-based maneuvers, I think is something that we can keep our eyes on as far as Rebels are concerned. So if they're able to pip those gaps, cause that chaos, then it might get a little bit interesting. But that's the 3-0 start for Eternal Fire. Apparently Olymp is not a fun player to play against in the pug realms. He's a bit of a trash talk, a troublemaker from our reports.
Yeah, word on the street is...
Heard a thing or two.
Yeah, well, we all know what types of people.
Oh, I trash talk when I play my Faceit games as well. While JKS is carrying me, I get my 3 kills and talk smack.
Throw an XD in the chat or 2. Here comes Casey, giving it another go. Aggressive. Smoke and frag. Wakadia as well. That's a huge early frag to post as Rebels look to post their first round of the half.
Bullet just whistled by Zantara, so fortunate to be alive. Pressure towards B. It's looking like an open runway. Maja having to respond to Catwalk.
Yeah, you'd
just waltzing on in.
Love someone to start maneuvering with the bomb as well. I think you can see there is Retrieval underway. Flay looking to maneuver in as Olymp has got a lot of space. Oh, and Maja deleted a single bullet. The back of Maja's head opens up the B bomb site and perhaps confirms the round. As I say that, Casey caught Zentares, confirms nothing else mid. Bomb's on its way towards the B site, and with that smoke kitchen, the jig is up. They know what's up. Flay opts to pass that bomb off so he can continue to set himself up for success. And look at Kisarek cook.
He's been spotted out now, and that's going to allow this to be a 3-on-3. A deep smoke towards kitchen again. And that'll signal the save. So backing off our Eternal Fire. Going to take the toys home and come back to play again tomorrow. Still more than enough cash for Maja and Wakadia to buy. It's only Woxic who doesn't have residual. So sitting pretty, as they will concede the first. And it all just came through that opening. You saw the layering of smokes. One on the ramp, one on Cat, kind of creating that bridge. And they can pick over the top of it to find the opening pick.
So, you know, do you think this is a good example when we have Eternal Fire up against the Rebels of the differences between Team Counter-Strike and, say, more puggy Counter-Strike? Is this where we get to kind of compare and contrast what the differences are, or is it not quite that clear-cut?
I think a team like Rebels will take more individual risks.
Right.
And maybe in terms of some of their gameplay as well, you might see it be a little bit more in your face, right? Yeah. Whereas I think Eternal Fire can move their chess pieces around the board a little bit more systematically.
Well. Yeah.
A map like Mirage, however, it's going to allow for a lot of those type of fights in middle. So we'll see how Eternal Fire want to respond to that. It looks like the same two smokes dropped out. You can see one landing down the mid-ramp, one on Cat. And Zentares will stand and deliver. So Casey playing over the top of it. They want to challenge window. Wakadia out short. Oh, they'll clear him out this time round. They get revenge.
Yeah. Not without damage. Zentares going to be hamstrung in any head-to-heads he has. Future has Maja, catches Olymp this time. Yeah, I mean, I guess they just wanted to go deep on that one. Olymp was deep on B.
I guess that's one way to catch off his individual lurks is by posting the AWP, which has been forced off the line, and a bit of a miss as well from Calyx, which will be made good on. Kisarek actually had a second life there that he probably shouldn't have gotten away with, and here it is. SNX out towards Van. Has a little bit of space. The bomb of Flay over towards Delpan in middle. So SNX, what can you even possibly do? Won't make it one, is looking for a clean sheet. Our Eternal Fire, just Flay with the AWP, 50 seconds. And just because of the sheer amount of time, a save seems quite unlikely as well. Cardia is called mid-clear. Woxic can stay posted at Ticket. I suppose the only player you might expect to hunt here will be Wakadia. You can just see stretching his legs, starting to sniff this one out. Will he catch the timing on Flay? 24 on the clock. This would be huge again to take away. They get really nothing. Scope should have been hurt. I guess not.
You might get away with this. Look how far away they are, I think.
Yeah.
Flay's going to at least be able to pull out that zoom banger into the next. They've got two, of course, in the mix with Woxic and Maja. But noted, admittedly.
This is what puts it into an interesting little decision for Rebels to call into the next round. They're going to get the 2,900 loss bonus, but they saved an AWP. They have enough money on Olymp, Kisarek, and Casey for a buy. So essentially, you could just run this as a standard round. I was going to start flirting with the idea of if they were more pistol heavy with Tech 9, do you want to go for something that's execute, but you want to make the most of the AWP you just saved? And I guess to have that conversation, tactical timeout would be perfect. So just going to be taking a little bit of stock here. Was the find on Casey in middle. Going to get away with a cheeky play 2 rounds in a row. So do we see an immediate change in their approach towards taking that mid control? Or do they opt to throw more of the same? Tactical timeout has concluded. Conversation winding up as the buys come through.
Kisarek has that Counter-Strike posture. I've got exactly that. That's exactly what I find myself, I catch myself exactly like that.
That lean, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is one whiffy round and you just get a little closer to the screen every time. Start looking like a Kisarek.
Yeah, you can see they've changed it up. So they didn't go for the mid-ramp smoke. They went straight for Insta, Window, and Cat. So SNX across towards the mid-box. Oh, not flushed out yet. That must have been some shot. SNX's Deagle lighting up the scoreboard.
Oh, and this boost facilitates a second. Wakadia was not ready for that. 2 down. Woxic trying to recover with a little swing of his own, but it's very telegraphed. as 3 members of Eternal Fire cut down through mid early.
3 is quite key. 3 individuals who gave away individual jewels. We didn't see the SNX kill. It must have been a banger because it was on the dig, but then Wakadia swings solo because Woxic can't help. He's behind the smoking window. If they had timed that a little bit better, all right, Woxic goes, all right, I'm going to hate you open the smoke. Now Wakadia swings. Now we can at least both take a look, but they just went one after the other and gave away 3 clean exchanges for the Rebels. That was a beautiful little sequence. The dig into the boost, into the denial of the AWP, and now likely just to see, save this side on the other side of the server.
Yeah, I mean, just as you're talking about, you know, these risks and individual plays, well, 3 individuals hit their shot, and that's going to be a win condition for Rebels if they want to keep this up.
And not taking any risks here. I thought that we would have seen them just gallivant on towards the bomb site quite swiftly. Casey will go down. Madge's position has now been noted. The bomb to get punched in. And that should all but secure this as the 40-second timer can begin. Now, you can already see on the radar a lot of bodies starting to evacuate the B bomb site. How much do they want to search? Flay likely not wanting to give this AWP over. He's the only one who was starting to leer in that general direction, so we'll just stare at statues for the next 20 seconds or so. But residual cash available. Zantares will be able to buy himself. Calyx and Magic can drop guns across for Woxic and Wakadia. And I guess the bigger question is, do we see double AWPs retained? Will they prioritize getting one in Woxic's hands as well as Magic keeping? Because he's got 5,800, he can drop another AWP. Should be happy with that. And here's that sequence, SNX across, first kill, bang.
Oh, lovely
Catches Zantares fighting towards top mid, and this is premeditated. They were opting to go straight for this boost. They continued with it. And 3 kills coming their way. Beautiful stuff from Rebels. That's what you like to see. And they have, just to pick up where we left off, opted to retain a double AWP setup. So Azure facilitating that for Woxic. Yeah, this time no window smoke, just the cat smoke 3-1-1 or 1-3-1, depends on how you want to frame it. But smoke's late, flash is deployed, pushing through, caught off guard. Zantares this time giving away more openings than finding them.
Yeah, that's a deviation from the norm on Inferno.
I like that. Late explode and Casey taking space.
Yeah, using that connector smoke. Look at the pressure that puts Wakadia under. He's so concerned about the potential, but stairs as well as ramp at the same time. Really a rock and a hard place, and he is trying to maneuver himself into just a one-angle fight. Moving towards this ramp. Cautious, but proactive. Calyx responsible for the ramp. Kissarak on the other side. He hears this. Audible advancing, not ready! Oh, and it's 3 from the Calyx spray. That is a real mess for the Rebels. And it's all Calyx, a quad kill in the round, yet to die, the immortal Calyx, 8-0. And all of that lovely pick onto Zantares just dissolves into despair.
Yeah, you can see how desperate that was from Casey as well. It's like, well, I don't want him to cause any more havoc here. Just running through the molly, flailing for that fight as SNX.
He was supposed to be like the late prong, and now he's the only prong.
SNX always looks like he has like a slight smirk on his face.
He does, yeah. It's like I'm going to win this, but with 14 seconds. Watch this.
But I liked the rehearsed move to take the mid-control late. It was really well done, but that's all they have to know within that round, and all that space we were talking about completely removed, not expecting a play to be close ramp. But with Casey already out on the stairs, you have to think that somebody might be close towards ramp. That's a pretty standard play, unless because of the double AWP setup, they're expecting, you know, one AWP ticket, one AWP over towards B. But this is it from Calyx. This sequence, it catches them off. So nades in the hands from Kissarak, a misplay, and the lineup, so much damage done. Round completely denied. A one-man show of Calyx, and that was even with the frustrations of Zantares just there. Yeah, you can understand why he'd be a little bit upset with that one, as this is actually going to be an Eternal Fire tactical timeout. Orders being issued. Maybe to have a quick discussion about what type of buy is available as well, but as we can see... How's your Polish?
I knew that one word. The only word. I can say good night.
Dziękuję.
That's thank you.
That's all I got.
I can say Dobranos. That means good night. And that's pretty much where it ends.
Pierogi?
Pierogi. Damn it. Yeah, you're right. And Dovidzenia, of course.
As we have not just been told in our ears.
No, definitely not. That was just off the dome. Let's see if the Xantares mid-fight goes any better for him this time. Casey, look at him. Large and in charge, and Xantares victorious. Gave it a go. Straight through that early mid-smoke, tries to challenge, and hang on, SNX has bested Woxic. That's a big pick. That's the AWPer gone. Levels the odds.
So ready for that move now, you know, at the beginning you see it, it's a bit of a gimmick, everyone's in the window throwing the HE, haha, you weren't ready for this, and now it's bullets between the eyes.
Is he going to make a move?
Could it quite easily be a B-split, and Olymp could catch Major off guard. Real problems.
Yeah, he's nearly taken SNX down, but it's enough of a distraction to facilitate Kisserect. Major missed shot, going to bail out.
Trouble.
He's going to get away. Ooh. Caught by just the one bullet through the smoke. 3 on 3. Maneuvering towards B. Major still has no assistance. They're looking for Flay. Was that the bomb? That was the bomb.
Ah.
That was the bomb.
Well, if you didn't think things could go worse than the last round's little car crash over towards ramp, let us just show you how, as SNX will remove Major for now, but they're sitting on this C4 waiting for it to hatch. Could not be in a worse possible position.
Do you reckon, like, theorycraft with me, because obviously Flay's not taking that duel expecting 2 people to be staring at him. In his mind, he's expecting a reaction to the loss of B control, right?
Well, that's... Look, I don't know what he's expecting.
Okay, yeah.
I just know when he rounded that corner, there was a freeze frame, and he said, that's the moment where I ducked up, right? Like, he just realized, oops. Sorry, guys, this is another round.
This round, we can just put that next to my name. Yep, my B, MB.
Calyx still not dead.
Just keeping it going. Can you have a whole half?
Well, now that we've said that, of course
yeah,
not.
No, right now.
He'll be dead first in this round. Now, the second kill, this one here was key. I think that was a key frag because Major was on his own over towards B, already under pressure, right? He missed that initial shot on Olymp, and if they were able to get up Cat, if Xantares doesn't get that kill, Kisserect's able to get around Catwalk, Wakati is dead. It's just Major, and now he's between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, Woxic's throwing some aggression into the mix. It's going to be AWP v AWP. Now, how does Flay choose to peek this? Crouch peeks in. Woxic's tight on the line.
Very aware.
He's certainly considering it, but he's taking his sweet time. How long can Woxic hold this? He's got the support of Calyx, and Woxic connects. Flay, the only real threatening piece of this operation. The man who unfortunately slipped up on the banana peel in the previous has now lost the AWP and the hopes of finding a third round here. Casey's Deeg would have to do some magic. A hard clear onto Calyx. And Woxic's covering it too, so yeah. Just crossing their T's, dotting their I's. A full 5 alive would be lovely for Eternal Fire.
Major dealt with
you
Olymp
die now,
as well.
Calyx. This would be a silly death. You got 5 alive. You can chill. Keep the goose egg going. Well, our goose egg's usually for kills. Maybe like a golden goose egg for the 0 deaths.
A golden goose egg.
Doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
No. Okay, hang on.
We could workshop this.
Some other sort of egg. Ostrich eggs are big. That's not very good either. Hold on. So a goose egg's like, oh, he's
I don't know. I think because eggs eventually crack.
Yeah, you're right. Any other kind of circular objects in the world? There's a
rings.
Few. Rings. The one true ring. No, hang on. Hold on. Rings. That's circular. That is true.
Well, donut as well is used negatively.
Donut's negative. It's a positive circle. Let us know on Twitter.
I think Carlos has got one of those.
Sponge. That was quick, dude. Damn.
What does that say about me? That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, no, you're rapid. You're rapid. Yeah, no, so we need positive circles. And 7-2, Eternal Fire cooking on the CT side. We'll see this one from Woxic. This is really where the hopes ended. Nice, quick reactions out of Woxic. And Maj's been locking it down on me.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? Olymp's going to keep trying his luck with that type of just leering out B apartments, abusing timings, or as we know, a lot of teams have some of their weaker players over towards that B bomb site because it's more of an idle position. And Olin wants to be a bit of a bully, but he only has 1 kill to his name thus far. Might need to change that fate, and quick smart. But, as I was just talking about the B defender, they have Woxic's AWP posted up aggressively. They have 3 riflers burrowed down towards A, and that seems exactly where Rebels want to hit. 3 players up in Palace with the bomb. SNX, is he going to be looking to lob out late utility from spawn? He's still at the bin.
Yeah, does Palace work as the only front you're attacking from?
I don't love it because of the nades that they have as well. They're not using the utility that they purchased.
Yeah, and look at Calix's position. He's ready to take this duel, this engagement. And it's going to be Kisarek with the bomb first, unless they change their spacing.
It's essentially 4 players on A for Eternal Fire.
Yeah. It's just dead silent through mid. I guess they're just taking that silence as a gospel. Olim, caught out, spotted out at least. Oh, and Calix forced away. He dips, he dives. Now Olim's putting pressure on, and it looks like it could work out for them. An equivalent exchange. Olim searching. Nice find from Flay. Olymp another. And a triple kill coming up at Con. Olymp bails them out.
Yeah, well, he needed to get something done. It's his first multi-kill round of this map, and you can just see how fragile that CT setup was, even though it felt extremely fortified. Just one little gaff from Zentaras there, and everything falls apart. Calix coming down the ladder at the absolute worst time from the balcony position.
Yeah,
they just stuck to their guns.
Or something.
I think it was just too eerily quiet. So the play from Rebels that felt like it would have been a misplay has worked out perfectly. They will snatch their 3rd round. There's still 5 available on the board.
Isn't that Counter-Strike? Yeah, it just doesn't look like it should be working, but it is. Looks like it should be working, but it isn't.
And that's the most frustrating type of round to lose. It's like,
you were there.
I just looked away, or oh, yeah. Now, there's more than enough money to go around here. Woxic is able to drop 2 silenced M4s or even an AWP by another and drop a silenced M4 as well.
Oh,
so
look at that. We just saw the barrel tip as he started to move.
Right?
Yeah, that is frustrating. And the way in which you see this frag come through as well. Maja just cornered and run down by Olive. Multi-kill, 4 kills total, 3 of which came from that 10th round there, and a 3rd now next to Rebel's name.
I imagine he thought he was overexposed because Zentaras was, there could have been a window boost and a jungle walkout. But this is an important round. If Eternal Fire lose this, they might likely give up the 5th in the next as well. There'll be no money. It's boost again.
Yeah, and aggressive from Wicardia.
Does he even clear this? Oh, he's heard it now.
Yeah, okay. So now he's playing the Fade. Does he get any support? Zentaras throws out the con smoke. Might throw a flash or 2 upon the Fade. Walking through Wicardia. They got nades in their hands. They're not ready for him. Double trouble from Wicardia. Aggression on the defense. And a nice shot from Woxic for good measure. They're ripping him limb from limb. There's nothing to celebrate for Olim. 19 HP, not a single teammate to join him, and an 8th round imminent for Eternal Fire.
He's about to be locked in. Maja also just hightailing it, launched himself straight up middle. He's about to wrap around into spawn, has the support of Wicardia.
Trying the same play, it worked the first. Wicardia, wise to their tricks, goes for an aggressive maneuver. It works wonderfully. I mean, what a revelation he is, added to the talented list of names that Turkey has brought to Counter-Strike. Majority of which are in this Eternal Fire roster. But the first clean, double bullet to the head, and the rest, KC didn't stand a chance. You can see that, yeah, slight wry smirk of, wow, I'm getting owned here.
Eternal Fire having another fantastic first half against Rebels. Not too many more rounds needed now. As Rebels have been able to buy in shore, they have weaponry that is up for the challenge, but utility, not the case. An opening pick, one in exchange, a couple of quick ones as we have a fight top mid. Casey's grabbed another back.
Yeah, they actually have the advantage. How long will they have it, though? Great pick from Woxic. Stands his ground, finds it onto Casey, puts us into a 3-on-3. And this mid-round can go many ways. Wicardia's maneuvered over to the B site. He'll be responsible for that. Kisareg now looking to join SNX as they maneuver towards that very same. Distinct lack of utility, a single flash on Flay.
And that's why I'm so surprised there was that many kills going back and forth within the opening exchange of the round. There wasn't really anything to use to open the round other than bullets, and they've been able to put themselves in a pretty decent situation. Cardia tucking in safely, timing just got across.
Oh, that's a power position now.
Rotation's coming. Calic's not too far away, and he'll be there fast.
Telegraphed as well by the Molotov, trying to get good use of their very little nades. He goes wide, he gets 2. Wow, that was a lot from Wicardia. Manages to double up again, and 9 boasted by Eternal Fire. Not far away from advancing to the group stage now. Good evening, gamers. You're watching IEM Katowice 2024. We're on Mirage. It's the second map of a best-of-3 series for progression to the group stage. And Eternal Fire making light work of the first. Inferno flying towards our what looks to be a 2-0. Rebels boasting 3 on their T side. It's going to be one hell of an uphill struggle for the Polish representation. The local heroes through the Polish qualifier. And now up against, well, in the big leagues, up against the big names such as Eternal Fire. Everyone delivering, though. Take a look at that kill spread. You know, 7 through 10, top from bottom.
Everyone doing their job. That's what you love to see.
Ooh, what do you make of this pistol? You got Maja just investigating early B, seeing what's up.
It's awfully quiet, isn't it? He has so much room. If a player is that defensive, there's either one or two things going through your head. One, they're playing retake B, or two, there's a guy on the balcony with dual Berettas waiting to munch us all up. And well, the fact he hasn't been swung yet,
this is
and they're
cool. Really nice read out of Maja.
They have done this with no utility.
Yeah, just walked in. And there's the bomb across. Riccardi successfully across. And wow, clean one out of Casey. Goes both ways. Woxic returns the favor on the Glock. It's Centaurus. One not ready for that at all. Flay. Jump scare for him.
Alex has a freebie here. Oh, should have had a freebie.
Ooh, 3 on 3. They're giving in Kisarek a chance. Click as fast as he can. Connects onto Centaurus. 2 on 2. Woxic, quick. The second from him. And a hard one for SNX. He's sharp, but Woxic blunt with a nice 3K.
It was essentially Eternal Fire just did a default spread across the entire map with Mad just searching out information. They had one Palace, one watching A ramp, one watching mid push, one watching underpass, and Mad walking into B going, I think they're playing retake. Guys.
Yeah, and they had one going like under, one holding mid, and then that bomb just, it's very quick for those 2 players that were holding
to rotate back.
To join him in.
Yeah.
It's nice. Good call.
Well, an economical now from Rebels.
And yeah, pure economical.
Pushing middle.
Centaurus, wise to their games. Just to farm up a couple of freebies. Woxic joins the fun. And 11.
You take those. Those feel really good.
They feel great. I mean, Matt just sitting there with a Mac 10 in his hand saying it could have been nice, but I don't think they'll complain as they are just 2 rounds away from the group stage.
Now, Big Bobby Flay can't get himself the AWP. Has the
Next
AUG
best thing.
instead. Calix has actually taken this Mac 10 and he's going to just wield it over towards A, so not for anything fast. Now looking to take this mid control. Cat smoke land, nade towards connector. Molly will follow. Flay signals his weapon of choice.
Yeah, large emphasis right now towards middle.
Looks like they want a B split. Calix has started to head back over to... Oh,
nice.
Connector into Kisarek.
Yeah, I mean, quick trade.
It's 2 on B, however.
Proactive on that first frag. And Olymp and Flay are certainly set to receive if they choose to commit. Calix towards the apartment side, second guessing a full commit, just trying to housekeep any aggressions.
Well, the unknown right now to Eternal Fire is there could have been an A ramp push, right? That's always possible. Now as they dart back through spawn.
And knowing that Kisarek's down, Major opts to actually re-smoke deep con or on towards site side con.
Well, they're advancing A ramp, so this would be the head-on collision. If they drop the bomb, the round should be secure.
Yeah, and then there's Casey and SNX. Casey forward, nice find. Anticipating more, he will clear Major. He will, but Major's quick to the draw, gets away with the AK and the bomb. This is a lot riding on Major now. He's anticipating a
Step.
second. He knows. He knows! Oh, it's hard to adjust. He just gets his crosshair there in time. And phew. I mean, incredibly close to being a bit of a mess.
And they're actually going to search for this one. Mac 10, perfect weapon for the job. Olymp has head armor. Life might get a little bit more difficult for this fight for Calix. Nade and sound cue. I don't think there's a way in.
Just going to give it a good shake of the stick, and wow, that worked.
Felt like had every day of the week there.
Some hang time on that one. Now, I don't see a kit. Smoke, flash, Centaurus to check, and he spotted him. He knows he's not on it.
Well, he should have.
Now he does need to get him off it.
And
Mancha's only got
stick it.
18 HP, and the defuse is coming through. Rebels. They will leave with the round. What a recovery. Again, it's Olymp's multi-kills that seem to be translating into rounds.
If we want to talk about dropping the ball, that is a prime example.
This one here.
Yeah, that whole flash situation, Calix is like,
Move. No,
do I...
What?
How do I deal with this situation? Well, hopefully not like that. And the biggest drama was getting the bomb up the A ramp past the aggressive CT push, which Major passed with flying colors. It's just the late round. Yeah, that's a puzzling little
Felt like Magic did so
situation.
much, man. Look at this. I like that boost to get the early angle towards Delpan. Smoke, however, does no longer cover him, but doesn't matter when you're hitting shots like that. Centaurus gets a taste of his own treatment.
Pressure B, Flay with an off angle. Doesn't have support just yet. If Eternal Fire push the issue, they can be ahead of this Olymp rotation.
Riccardi is so
back in
sharp, dude.
checkers
Is
in
he
a
ready for this?
moment.
Voxic's got his window covered. Actually missed the shot, and Mercadia was unprepared for the off angle. Great play from Flay. Two-man advantage, looking to find 5.
Well, that was a momentary gap. Now closed. Magic with space has just snuck past. SNX was having a look from connector, but it's covered off, and Flay, what a shot.
That'll do nicely.
And this is where you start to spiral a little bit. That last round, Eternal Fires, 12th, that was all theirs. Now they're about to lose another. Rebels will grab 5. If they don't save this AWP and AK, going into the next, they won't have anything to be too threatening. Looks like they're going to knock on the door. They already know players are home. And another shot from Woxic does not connect.
Wow, hadn't quite taken note of the frag total from Woxic. 16 to 5, boasting quite the KD.
Yeah, had a couple of eco bashes in there, but we'll give it to him.
Yeah, okay, touche. I wondered why it was quite a quiet 16, but a couple of those eco bashes. He did, that's right, on the USPs up mid. Got a couple of bonus, but all
Looks
the
like
same.
they'll get to save.
But not much for them to do into the next with just these 2.
That's the thing, 1900 loss.
Yeah.
So Madra will be able to get out of Galil if he'd like.
And then you got Wakardia and Zentaras on.
Well, give them Deagles. I'm sure they'd
yeah.
be able to find, like, Calix could drop something right now with his 1K, or he could opt for util. I would like to see them go for the buy, especially if you're going to save an AWP and AK. I would love to see the buy come through. This is a very tidy opener. Olymp at one point in this game was just really struggling. It was like 1 and 7, I think, so he scored for the Rebels. 2 Mac-10s and Tech 9. Enough util to at least try and buy them a bit of space. A window smoke deployed. Heavy towards B. Olymp staunch. And more than enough bodies ready to assist in the defense of his bomb site.
That smoke would be valuable. Bit late now, Olymp. Just going for the fight off the flash. A single frag is all he has. Now, Casey, it's your turn to step up. There is a defensive smoke peeking around it, and Calix, ooh, catches him. A huge
Knife in the hand! Knife in the hand!
Oh, Kisarek. Making a huge assumption there, and Woxic will be quick to punish it as this round just disintegrates for the Rebels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to be feeling a bit foolish after that.
I get what he's thinking.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody's going to push back through this smoke. Why would anybody, especially the AWP?
Oh, yeah, knife to a gunfight.
Hands around the ankles, and 12.
Albeit a round late.
Or 2 rounds
late. It's theirs. Without too many casualties.
And even with 4 players staying alive in the last for the Rebels, their cash still a conversation. Flay and SNX can drop, Kisarek can buy himself, so that means there should be rifles across the board. They crack their way in, and this is the kill that, yeah, Kisarek is going to be regretting that choice.
I mean, Woxic, you'd think, would be the one regretting that choice, pushing a smoke with your orb scoped in, but yeah.
Heaton's even unhappy with that one. He said, mate, at least just have the pistol in your hands. What are you doing?
Anything but the knife. Last chance for the Rebels.
SNX issuing the orders.
Ben Archer, dinleyin Burak Ali, ben Archer çok hızlı koşacağım. Belki sizden böyle fake Molotov Shadow isteyeceğim Ayva oyuncu.
I think they're going to Molotov Shadow.
Yeah, it means they're probably going towards A.
Well, they did just kind of walk 5B. It's first you go B, then you go A. Counter-Strike classic. Saying that, the bomb is maneuvering in that direction. Wakardia and Calix dispatched early, and look at the CTs. They're going for aggression of their own design, and Calix cut down. Big start from Kisarek.
I like the balls to be able to make a call like this when your back's against the wall. They didn't just sit into a default setup playing, you know, 2-1-2 or 1-3-1 to fight middle.
Kind of put your fate in your own hands.
And now they've really got control of the round because Matt just sitting there going, what the hell just happened? They don't really even know that 4 players opened up towards A. So Rebels get to control the tempo of round number 18.
Interesting to see how quickly they evacuate. Completely reposition.
I don't think they'll just blindly execute in towards this B bomb site, especially with all this space from Centaurus. But if he just parks the bus and hopes to catch them in rotation, I'm not sure he'll get what he's looking for. The bomb is starting to mantle up towards the B apartments. Maja in connector and the aggressive A ramp play. So Maja will be aware that they can't really return to A and this push is possible. And SNX doesn't look like he's going to be slowing down anytime soon. So continuing to grab information, this is a perfect call. In towards the Lion's Den they go. And the bomb's going first.
Okay, they actually throw the molly to act as if you are just the B anchor. You're worrying, you're delaying, and they seem to have seen enough. But or at least Woxic had. Maja sticking around.
Has to do something.
Seconds. Maja's just walked through A. We're capitulating.
He might get a timing here coming through market. I think he's just had to break the vent, so they know he's coming.
They have to commit to this. Maja does find Flay. It's Casey. Casey! And Olim. It's all Olim. Oh my god. 3 kills on the lockdown, and it has, slowed down for Eternal Fire on that one. A bit of a bizarre turn of events.
That feels really good if you're SNX with that call, like of that round. All right, this is the type of aggressive maneuver we're going to go for, and the fact they're able to drop back and play that round. And they were just so stoic in that stack. They just sat, waited, and they came their way. So beautiful stuff. Great work from Rebels to keep themselves alive in map number 2 of this advancement series. But I think Keep It Simple Stupid is going to be name of the game. Eternal Fire quickly turn their attentions to what should be a full A execute, but no smoke middle, nothing telling that they're just looking at a default round. Rebels should be quite focused on sights here.
And Zentares with the rifle. Sending him in, and SNX wins the duel. He's very low, calling for help now. Supportive Util just knocks Wakadia down. Taken down, a double from SNX, but they are into the A site. Flooding on towards the plant. Calix across, heading for CT. He'll take control. Woxic wielding that rifle, 2 in the mix, and down goes Calix. Shouldn't be a way for them to convert this one unless Woxic's feeling one hell of a spray. It's just the first. A nice 7th for the CT side.
This is one of those games where it feels like a matter of time until Eternal Fire will close. It is going to need to be some inspired Counter-Strike from Rebels, and it's more the individuals than team-based. I say that even after that SNX out-of-the-box call. And he can keep throwing odd looks, but they're risky, especially considering the circumstance. 5 more of those required to take us to overtime, as the bomb plant will facilitate a tidy-looking purchase in the Eternal Fire camp.
Mid-smokes are back. Oh, Kisarek. Forward position. He's not shying away from this duel. Imagine we'll get the info, but gets away. Kisarek the same. Retreats towards Con. Casey in support of that.
Hefty nade damage onto Zentares and the AWP of Olim. They're trying double orbs on for size.
Okay, well, work for Eternal Fire. Will it work for Olymp? And wow, Flay.
What?
Just got smoke banged.
What did he see?
Was it all smoke? We'll look through that one. We'll get you the info you need. But that's a nasty way for Flay to go down. Kisarek hoping this smoke fades. Casey's got a lot to do. Kisarek first. Good chance for Casey. Strikes onto Zentares. Finishes what his nade started. And I'm now with the man up. Still plenty of time for Woxic to dig and bail his team out of trouble. But look at SNX.
Yet again.
He's crawling.
He's 2 kills.
Could very well be
bomb spotted.
A round-defining double. Just securing it for the lads. The bomb, the AWP, a single bullet to the back of the head, and Maja next one for Casey to collect.
One of the problems right now for Eternal Fire is it feels like Rebels are everywhere. Right? They just feel like they're everywhere. You feels quite smothered. Zentara is turning to look towards window/con. He dies from vent room. They just feel like the bodies are everywhere. So it's a frustrating way to lose these type of rounds. They will be taking their second tactical timeout. Understandably so with where the finances are. And here was the shot hit by Woxic. Okay, so just a little spot of the antenna. It did get awkward over towards B for a moment. And there you go, the classic Zentares frustration.
Just a little smattering of belief over on those reactions from the Rebels.
Don't you start breeding any hope, Alex.
All I'm saying.
Smiles in the eyes are still bright.
Exactly. I think that call with the 4 aggressive AE Palace push kind of woke them up a little bit. They were like, oh wait, we can take control of this. We can throw a spanner into the works of the Eternal Fire machine.
Xantares just bought all the way down to 0 and then resold and then just bought back to about 1,300. They get 2,900 lost into the next. So they're just making sure they level that cash out to a point where next round can be a full gunny. I will not be expecting a Woxy AWP available at all, but this is a B explode and there's 2 players in apartments.
Yeah, that smoke sets them up. Casey and Olymp to be tested here, and well, by firing off that shot, they may not clear Casey. First is good. Not a fun fight for these pistols. Nice multi-kill from Casey. Olymp, can't believe he's sticking around. He's still holding this angle. He knows he's got the 5-7 to rely upon, and Flay finding Madja through the smoke as well. And finished off nicely with the nade. This gap closes. And it's time for the rifles. This is going to be the next big challenge if they want to try and boast another Mirage win.
Third burnt. Eternal Fire. They want to get this finished right here, right now. With no AWP in Woxic's hands.
Lefty.
He's got the file out as well. I saw him pull that out from under the desk at half time. Oh, such a good atmosphere.
Isn't it?
Stress.
I think I think they're probably just saying, like, we've forced all of their timeouts. Like, that is an achievement in itself. Eternal Fire using everything they've got to try and close this series. You're making them work for it.
Well, this is only the 3rd map Eternal Fire have had to play so far in the play-ins. The first was a 13-1. The second was the map of Inferno we just covered off 13-4.
Right.
And right now, they almost might get pushed to double digits. So Rebels showing up on their map choice.
It can all end in a flash, though. A single play, a couple of seconds from now, it could all be falling apart. Maybe not.
It's another different look on the CT side.
They got nothing left, dude. The round has just begun. They've got 2 smokes and a flash.
It comes down to where Madja wants this round to end, because currently it's only Olymp on B. Have Kisarek and Connector. Casey is potentially the unknown entity if they do swing into towards the A site in Sandwich. SNX and Flay to help fortify that A bomb site. See them hoping that the CTs will rifle through a lot of their util to block. They still have 1 smoke remaining, 3 incendiaries, a couple of HEs, flashes for good measure, as we have just ticked below that 1-minute mark. And Eternal Fire in absolutely no rush. Window smoke will be deployed. Madja will start to initiate off of that, and they're just going to search to retake B setup.
Yeah.
Olymp is playing in the market with the orb. Madja's found the opener.
But does that send them into A? No, look, flash. They've got Wicardia in the apps. They're heading in for this towards this B bomb site, and it is wide open. Olymp's orb, they suspect he'll be there.
Has to worry about window now as well, Olymp.
Yeah, he's got his plate full. A lot of work required. The output on the secondary orb, but he does find the first. Takes down the star of the show.
Bombs across.
Bomb will go down. And this retake could be difficult with Madja's positioning. Oh, that was close. Woxic. He takes him down. One of the orbs gone and a man up. Madja on the late flank. This mid lurk looks like it could seal the deal for Eternal Fire. Representing Turkey and doing so proudly and efficiently here at the Katowice play-in. 1 frag in, Flay is gone, and the Rebels fall. A 2-0, Eternal Fire advancing to the group stage where they belong.
Yeah, I got a little bit gritty there for a moment. You can see them starting to sweat, those timeouts being burnt, pressure applied from the Rebels on their map choice of Mirage. But this is the type of Counter-Strike you want to see from Eternal Fire. They have an extremely vocal fan base. The Turkish Counter-Strike scene wants to see their team do one